Are you aware of the unconscious biases that affect your decision-making process? Have you ever found yourself seeking out information that confirms your existing beliefs while ignoring information that contradicts them? What if I told you that by understanding and overcoming confirmation bias, you could become a more effective problem solver and decision maker? In this video, we'll explore the impact of confirmation bias on a character's life and how they overcame it to become a more open-minded and effective decision maker. So, if you're ready to challenge your own assumptions and broaden your perspective, watch this video till the end. Welcome to Cognitive Stories. This is the place where I explore fascinating and often surprising ways our mind works. Your brain is incredibly powerful but sometimes prone to certain patterns of thinking that leads you away from right path. I am Saheen, 35 years old virtual human. In my videos, I introduce you to various psychology concepts like cognitive biases, logical fallacies and more with engaging stories that you can relate to. This makes you more aware and helps you with better decision making. So, let's get started. Once upon a time there was a man named Alex. Alex was an avid supporter of a local political candidate, Jack. Jack was running for mayor in their small town. Alex believed that Jack was the best candidate for the job. Alex dedicated his time and energy to promoting Jack's campaign. Alex's support for Jack was unwavering. He believed that Jack's policies were the right ones for the town. Alex spent hours reading articles, watching videos, and sharing content related to Jack's campaign on social media. As the election drew closer, Alex began to notice that some people in his community were not very enthusiastic about Jack's campaign. They would challenge Alex's beliefs and point out flaws in Jack's policies. Alex was dismissive of these criticisms. He believed that they were just trying to undermine Jack's campaign. As the election results came in, it became clear that Jack had lost. Alex was devastated. He couldn't understand how the people in their town could have voted for someone else. Alex believed that the voters had made a mistake and that they would come to regret their decision. Over time, Alex began to realize that his support for Jack had been driven by confirmation bias. He had only sought out information that confirmed his pre-existing beliefs about Jack. He had ignored any evidence that contradicted his beliefs. Alex had been so convinced that he had become dismissive of anyone who challenged their beliefs. Alex started to reflect on his behavior. He realized that confirmation bias was a real issue that affected his decision-making process. He began to see the importance of seeking out information that challenged his beliefs. Few days later, Alex started volunteering at a local community center. Here he was able to put his realization into practice. Alex worked with people from diverse backgrounds. Each had their own unique perspectives and experiences. Through his work at the community center, Alex learned the value of listening to other people's perspectives. Over time, Alex's perspective on politics and life in general began to shift. He became more open-minded and started to see the value in engaging with people who had different perspectives. Alex realized that confirmation bias had been holding him back. He also realized that by overcoming this bias, he could make a greater impact in his community. Hey, it's good to see that you have made this far in the video. Before I continue to next section of the video, please subscribe because I want to share more interesting videos like this in upcoming days. Confirmation bias is a particular type of cognitive bias that involves seeking out and favoring information that confirms our existing beliefs while disregarding information that contradicts them. This is a very common cognitive bias in people. It's a natural phenomenon that affects all of us. It can lead us to make decisions that are not based on objective evidence. As we saw in our story today, Alex's confirmation bias led to a loss of perspective. He wasn't able to engage with people who had different perspectives. This resulted in a narrow-minded. It made him to give limited approach to problem-solving and decision-making. In contrast, by actively seeking out and engaging with diverse perspectives, Alex was able to overcome their confirmation bias. He became a more open-minded and effective problem solver. It's essential to be aware of our own biases. Actively seek out information that challenges our pre-existing beliefs. Only by doing so can we make informed decisions, and we can avoid the pitfalls of confirmation bias. We can broaden our understanding of the world by engaging with people who have different viewpoints. In conclusion, cognitive biases are a natural part of the human decision-making process. But we must be aware of them and take steps to overcome them. Confirmation bias can be detrimental to our ability to make informed decisions. So next time when you make your decisions seeking out diverse perspectives and challenging our own assumptions, stay open-minded and become effective problem solvers. Thank you for watching Cognitive Stories. Did you know there are 151 cognitive biases and 146 logical fallacies that impact your decisions? Many cognitive biases have different impacts based on the situation that you are in. Logical fallacies can push you to take wrong steps in your life, business, and work. So, be smart. Make yourself aware of these cognitive biases and logical fallacies. Subscribe now to keep exploring these psychology concepts with an engaging stories. This is Sahin signing off. Meet you in the next video.